So today I got a call about buy and bail, and I want to go over a few things. I want to explain that I understand that in the end, the entire marketplace was getting the narrative that buy and bail is illegal. It's not. Realtors aren't allowed to talk about it. They were told they shouldn't. But as an attorney who's also a broker, I feel like I have a constitutional right to talk about it, free speech, and it's very important for my clients to be well advised. And for some people, if they weren't misrepresenting when they bought the home, and they're not misrepresenting on the new home they're going to buy, it's a strategy they could and should consider if they're going to qualify for the loan. So if they have strong enough income, their debt to income ratios are going to look good. Buy and bail is a strategy they absolutely should consider. And people with California fatigue, in my mind, should be considering, if they don't think that their property is going to ever come up for a while, or they're going to be sitting on a property that just annoys them and they want out, it's buy and bail is something they should consider. Now, I'm going to say I will take this. If anyone tells me that buy and bail is illegal and explains why an attorney shouldn't be counseling people about it, I will take this video down. Put in the comments, cite the code, cite the law. I will do it. I don't want to teach anybody something that's illegal, but I have no idea why buy and bail would be. I know it's frowned upon, but I don't know why it would be illegal. I'm going to go through it, but I'm going to tell you something even better than buy and bail. Well, let me just start off. I'll bring up the other part first. If I'm thinking about buy and bail, I'm done here. I got California fatigue. I'm neighborhood fatigue. I don't want to be with builders ever again. They drove up the prices. Then when prices were falling, they knew that it was falling, so they were incentivizing buyers with buying down the down payment so they could pay too much, and then they undercut them. It's like, where is their honor? Where is their dignity? They have none. Realtors got sued, but lenders and builders are now getting sued in other states for these exact practices. So I would say everybody who is thinking about trying to protect their credit and move on with their life, you should consider the strategies that we have available to get out of your scenarios without taking credit damage, without taking late payments on your credit, with negotiated remarks that are better than settled for the, like a short sale might say something that says legally settled for full amount, but for legally paid in full, but for less than the full amount. The words that they use where they're acknowledging California law says, yeah, it's going back in full payment, but it was for less than the full amount. You don't want those remarks, whether it's short sale. You don't want foreclosure. If you're negotiating your deed in lieu, you want to try to negotiate that away. Does it happen every time? Absolutely not. I do not want people to think it happens every time. It did happen in the beginning of the last market. Deed in lieus were great. Towards the end, and I have one video where I said, well, deed in lieus didn't really... I was talking about the end. In the end, properties were down so much, they were clogging up the system. They're like, just do a short sale, get it off our books. But in the beginning, deed in lieus are an excellent idea. So if I'm thinking about buy and bail, I'm going to use the idea that we can put tenants in there. And if you do it right, like you don't want to put, there are laws you have to worry about and tenants' rights that you want to make sure you don't hit. Many people who are doing short sales or working with us asked us to talk to their tenants. So when the notices were coming, the tenants could call me up and say, what does this mean? How long do I have? Can you negotiate cash for keys with us? And I was paid by my person who was bailing to keep the tenants happy, and we gave them slightly below market rents, and we gave them good information, and the tenants were happy, and they never had any problems. So I would highly advise strong communication. I would advise giving below market rents, and I explain everything, all your plans to the tenants. But you can actually use the fact that you could put tenants in for a long time to get the results that you want. I would definitely consider, if I'm thinking about buy and bail, I'm thinking about buying and deed in lieuing. I'm thinking about deed in lieuing and then buying. Why damage your credit if there's a chance you don't have to? And if it doesn't work, if you're on your way out anyway, then you put the tenants in. You collect money for 6 months, 7 months. Then we talk to the tenants. We get the ability to show the property on Saturdays 2 or 3 times a month. And we tell them, look, we'll extend your lease if the foreclosure is happening. If we don't get the short sale done, we'll extend it. I guess you'd have to still be current on your payments. But we have strategies to keep the tenants happy, to let us show the property. I guess we'd set it up ahead of time in the lease. But we'll make sure that your tenants are happy and that we have a chance to negotiate better than your standard realtor result, which, isn't that bad. I mean, on your record, a short sale would look better than a foreclosure. Sometimes it's better for your credit, but we would try to do better than that. But so my point is, buy and bail. You should talk to an attorney. It's not illegal. It's very important that you examine your loans and for misrepresentation issues. And I would definitely consider putting tenants in the property if I did it the right way. My name is John McConnon. I'm a broker and an attorney. My website is upsidedownrealestate.com. And there are, because of the very good changes in foreclosure laws in California, I don't think I would start off my files thinking it's either foreclosure or short sale. I would consider finding ways to get loan workouts done where my credit damage was at a minimum, or I was going to extend my income stream by renting the property out for a long time. That's not for everybody, but it's something you should consider. And so at upsidedownrealestate.com, I would go there and I would consider filling out our form there and talking to me about a free upside down analysis where I give you your options, I give you your risk to the bank, and then we see how you'd want to proceed from there. So once again, thanks for watching. I'm going to make a whole video series. Well, I've done a whole video series. I'm going to do more videos on this. Thank you.